Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Math in Steps. This is Sunny Seth, Assistant Professor Mathematics. In this video, I'll demonstrate how to find the initial basic feasible solution of a transportation problem by using least cost or matrix minima method. Let us consider this problem. Before we start finding its initial BFS, we have to first check that whether this is a balanced problem or an unbalanced problem. For that, we'll see the total of supply and demand. Are they two equal or not? So here the total of supply is 34 and the total of demand is also 34. So this is a balanced transportation problem. The case of unbalanced transportation problem I'll take in one of my further videos. Now to find its initial basic feasible solution, we need to rewrite the cost matrix in the following tabular format. Now for least cost or matrix minima method, we'll identify the cell with least cost. So here we can see the least cost is 1 and there is a tie, it is at two places, in S2D3 cell as well as in S4D1 cell. Both places have least cost as 1. So when there is a tie in the least cost, we should make an allotment where more number of units can be allotted. So for S2D3, the supply is 8 and the demand is 18. So minimum of supply and demand 8 units can be allotted here. Whereas for S4D1, the supply is 14 whereas the demand is 7. So minimum of supply and demand 7 units can be allotted here. So where more number of units can be allotted, we should make our first allotment there. So our first allotment will be at S2D3 cell with cost 1. So we'll make 8 allotment there. Now with this 8 allotment, the supply of S2 will get over, whereas the demand for D3 10 will be the remaining units. So as S2's supply is over, we'll cancel its row. Now for the remaining problem, we'll again look at the least cost, which is now 1 at S4D1 cell. Now here the allotment will be minimum of supply and demand, that is minimum of 14 and 7. So we'll allot 7 here. Now with this, the demand of D1 will get over, whereas for S4 source 7 units will be still remaining. Now as D1's demand is over, this time we'll cancel the first column. Now for the remaining problem, we'll again see the least cost, which is 2 at S4D3 cell. Now here the supply is 7 and the demand is 10. So minimum of supply and demand is 7. So we will allot 7 here. With this, the supply of S4 will get completed, whereas for D3, 3 units demand will still be remaining. Now this time as S4's supply is over, we'll cancel the S4 row. For the remaining problem, we'll again see the least cost, which is now 4 and there is a tie, it is at two places, S1D3 as well as S3D2. For S1D3 cell, the supply is 5 and the demand is 3. So minimum of supply and demand 3 units can be allotted here. Whereas for S3D2, the supply is 7 units and the demand is 9 units. So 7 units can be allotted here. So where more number of units can be allotted, we should make our allotment there. So we'll make 7 allotment at S3D2 cell with cost 4. So after allotting 7 here, the supply of S3 will get over, and for D2 destination, 2 demand will be remaining. So this time again we'll cancel S3 row. Now for the remaining problem, the least cost is 4 at S1D3 cell. So supply here is 5 and demand here is 3. So we'll make 3 allotment here. With this, the demand of D3 will get complete, and for S1 source the remaining supply will be 2. Now we are left out with the last cell. For the last cell S1D2 with cost 7, the supply is also 2 and demand is also 2, as the problem was a balanced problem. So we'll allot 2 at this particular cell, and with this all our allotments are complete. So you can see the number of allotments here is 6, which is equal to m plus n minus 1, where m is the number of rows, that is 4 here, n is the number of columns, that is 3 here, minus 1. So we have obtained initial basic feasible solution by least cost method. Now if at this stage you want to know what is the transportation cost, then we can multiply the allotments with the corresponding cost, and then we can add the resulting products. So the cost at this particular stage is 2 into 7 plus 3 into 4 plus 8 into 1 plus 7 into 4 plus 7 into 2 plus 7 into 1, that is 83. So this is how we can find out the initial basic feasible solution by least cost method. Thank you for watching the video. Do subscribe this channel, like the video and share it. And if you have any doubt, you can post your queries in the comment section. Thank you.